What's up, guys? Give me a screen share up real quick. Let me see. And let me share this up real fast. Let me share this up. Hmm. Mm-mm. Oh, man. Okay, I'm supposed to be live from there, too. All right, there we go. Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. Let me see. One second. I want to get this shared out real fast. I'm trying to share this. You're trying to get right with the experience. What you mean by that? What's up with you, though? Good morning, though, fam. Let me see. I'm trying to see is this why this ain't loading up right. Okay, there you go. Oh shit, that's a lot, man. 10 years for me. 10 years for me. It's a new age, man. It's a new age. It's a new age, man. You just gotta, you know, the door is open. The door is open for me all across the board. It's a new age right now. So, I've been, 10 years doing this shit for 10 years. And, most of the time I just I got a life and, I ain't got time to be with nobody, messing around with nobody who ain't trying to get no money and nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? It's It's a lot of. I don't. I'm trying to. I ain't trying to. I don't like to cut nobody water off or nothing like that. As far as getting no money or nothing like that, but it's a lot of people that don't want no money, and a lot of people just want to do those little long ass parlays and shit like that. But it is what it is. Um, but as far as that though, you just gotta, you want to be fair and stuff like that. I can show you some of the ins and outs of the some rules that you might want to put in play and stuff like that. But right now, my time is limited, and everybody else's time is limited. When it comes to managing something like this, it really, at the end of the day, you shouldn't need too much. You know what I'm saying, to manage a group like this, because the main focus is for people to get money. Now, if motherfuckers don't want to get no money or nothing like that, then you need to just start asking them out your circle, your group, whatever the case may be. But when we all talking about money, I mean, that's what it should be. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, you got people that just don't want to learn or don't want to get on the same page as far as trying to get some money. You know what I'm saying? So that's crazy. It's crazy. The world we live in, and then the way people are set up on the internet, you know what I'm saying, it's way more different than it was when I started managing this group, and when I started this group around about 10 years ago. It's way, way different, man. You got keyboard gangsters and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's wild as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But it can't be going back and forth with none of these people. You just gotta, you keep it to one thing and one thing only: getting money. Keep it to getting money, and if it ain't about getting bread, then that should be the only thing. You know what I'm saying? And a group like this, I feel like it doesn't need a moderator, or it shouldn't need a moderator or nothing like that. Just to be getting some money. You know what I'm saying? Everybody should be trying to get some money. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. So that's what you want at the end of the day, and everything else will fall in line if you're trying to do a group like this. Like I said, I had it for 10 years. If you want to open you up one, keep it about the money. That's all. That's it. That's all. You know what I'm saying? I just don't got time to be in here like that. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about some MLB. Appreciate you sliding through though. I jump on this. You can chop up with me anytime, man. Anytime. Let's talk about some MLB, man. I usually do my videos every day. I didn't get a chance to get it out today, though, man. Let me share a screen. Let me get to the bottom. No, I'm gonna get to the side of this thing. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to do a video last night or nothing like that. Tired, man. Doing videos every motherfucking day, trying to cash, stress. The stress of not cashing, yada yada yada. Anything else you want to know, though, you can jump in my inbox, Zeno, for sure. I think we got a full card today. I didn't look into a lot of stuff, tell you the truth. But we've been doing things like this all season long. Let me get my notes together. Yada yada yada. Yeah, for sure. Talking a little baseball this morning. Let's get to it. Anybody need help with baseball? I'm not the greatest. Like I said, I try to do what I can. I try to help who I can help each and every day. You know what I'm saying? And let's jump right to it. Man, yes. First game on the docket here, we got the Tampa Bay Rays and Nestor Cortez. We got Shane McClanahan on the mound right here. This Tampa Bay Rays team has been a locomotive. You know what I'm saying? They've been killing it, man. We got McClanahan on the mound, one of the best pitchers in the league. Got Cortez, he's been doing his thing, whatever the case may be with that. I rarely look at Shane McClanahan for strikeouts or anything like that. I look at him for outs. Nestor Cortez, I look at him for outs as well. You know what I'm saying? But let's take a look here. Shane McClanahan, his strikeout line sitting at 6.5. I don't know if I really want to get there. He hasn't faced this team this season. Like I said, I'm more of an outs type of guy here. He's been crushing his outs. He's hit his outs in every game except for 2. On DraftKings, his outs probably sitting at 17.5 probably in this matchup at a -145. I got some love for it there. I got some love for it there. I think I can see an instance where he can get there. Who I'm worried about is Nestor Cortez outs. All right, I'm a little bit worried about his outs. Getting there at 17 and a half at a minus 105. I'm a little bit worried about that there. All right. But the strikeouts, I really don't look at McClanahan for strikeouts, and Nestor Cortez, he came out striking them out a little bit, a little bit more this season, and I don't really look at him for strikeouts either, even though, like I said, he's been okay. 4.5 strikeouts is not a big number, but the matchup is, this Tampa Bay team is, pretty good. Okay. So he's hit this number 5 of his last 7 games. Outs, walks. His outs line sitting at 17 and a half. It's only hit this twice. The walks, 1.5 walks. I couldn't talk you off the 1.5 walks. You get that at minus 127. The walks is interesting. It's an interesting play just because of the matchup. So the outs could be there. The hits allowed could be there along with the his earned run sitting at 2.5. It probably will be 1.5 any other day, but like I said, the matchup is kind of crazy here. So let me see if I can get some bats for you guys. The bats that I have looking at here, let's see, Tampa Bay Rays. Not looking at too many because the Tampa Bay, they're pretty good versus righties and lefties. So I don't know. Tampa Bay Rays and the Yankees. Let me see what I got here for my player pool, for my fancy player pool here. 1 second, guys. Let me see. So Rizzo, he graded out well. Okay, not well. Okay. However, Rizzo's been on one. Wander Franco is somebody that you can look at. Guys for a hit all the way up to a home run. Harrison Bader has been on one. So there you have that. But Randy Rosarena, if you want to look at him and still be hot, he smashes lefties at a 1.250 OPS versus lefties. This team hits lefties and righties really, really well. So I couldn't talk you off actually any bat here. These bats really, really grade out well. I get a pitcher lean towards I give the pitcher lean towards Tampa Bay here. It's going to be Tampa Bay Rays or nothing for me in this game. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at right there. Tampa Bay Rays. I couldn't talk off any bats though, but Tampa Bay. And I lean towards the over outs for Shane McClanahan. All right, so that's something that you can look at there. Those are a couple bets there. Cincinnati at Reds at Miami Marlins here. We got it over on the 7.5 in this spot. I can only look towards. I want to look towards Miami here. I want to take Miami in this spot here. Just back up and just back Alcantara here or his outs. But his outs in at 20.5. Okay. At a minus 120. So I don't know if I want to go there, even though I think he can still hit this. He just went 25 outs versus Chicago. So the 20 and a half outs is not out of the realm of possibilities. Everything lines up for him to get there. The strikeouts sitting at 6.5. Here's another guy that I just don't like to get to strikeout wise. But I still like these. I like Miami Marlins to win this game. So money line parlays, run line straights for me. Nothing else here. All right. Didn't look at any bats here. I could take a quick look at some bats for you guys and see if anything stands out to me. But hold on, let me see something. 1 second. Okay. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. I ain't gonna point out no bats for this one, yeah, because I don't know what you know. This is a bullpen game. Let me see something. That Cincinnati bullpen, because I thought Lodolo was going today, so Lodolo's not pitching today, so they going to a bullpen game. So yeah, I mean it's gonna be Miami or nothing for me here. Just leave it at that. I thought Lodolo was gonna be pitching. I guess they pulled him. All right. Seattle Mariners at Detroit Tigers here. We got an over under 9 in this spot. We got Miller. We got Fade on the mound here. Um, this is this is an interesting game here. Uh, we got Bryce Miller on the mound here. He's been okay in the K department here. As you can see, Detroit versus right hand pitching. They striking out the 7 most here. So you know his outs. He only pitched 2 games here. He's sitting at 18 and a half after 2 games. First two starts. He pitched with 18 innings. Okay, so that's pretty good right there. All right. The walks. I don't want to look at the walks or hits around or earned runs. You just don't have too much of a sample size here. But I like Bryce Miller. I lean towards the over Ks here for him. Just it's a lean. I got a little while before I think I want to take a stab at it. You know, maybe go up to 6 or something like that. He's got 5 strikeouts versus Houston. Then he got 10 strikeouts versus Oakland. I got some love for him here in this spot here, going up against Detroit. So I couldn't talk you off his strikeout prop there. Okay. As far as the side in this one, it would probably be Seattle or nothing in this spot, but I don't know if I'm going to get there. To tell you the truth, okay, I don't know if I want to get there. Any bats for this game here? You know, Detroit has been, you know, very, 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 very pesky this season. You know what I'm saying? And lately, but they still not the best team. You know what I'm saying? So the Mariners. Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna give you guys my favorite bat from this game here, or maybe one from each side. Um, Ty France is in a really, 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 really good spot here, and that's one guy. I mean, Julio Rodriguez. I mean, Fado. He gives it up versus righties. You know, so actually, all of the right hand batters on the Seattle side of things. So you know, these guys are in really, really good spots. But probably my favorite bat would probably be Ty France here. Okay, Ty France. All right, so that'll be my favorite bat from this game right here. Okay, keeping it moving to the Chicago Cubs at Minnesota Twins here. Shout out to Smiley. Yesterday he got there with his outs. He ended up going 16 innings there. I mean 16 out. I mean 18 outs. 6 innings, man. God damn. Either way it goes, yeah. So a similar situation here with Wineski, and you got Ryan on the mound here. Ryan, his last outing wasn't as as good as his as he's been. You know what I'm saying? Going up against Cleveland, he had 4 strikeouts, and you know that was telling. So Chicago Cubs, they will strike out, as you can see. Their bats are calming down. All right, so I couldn't talk off the strikeout prop. It's sitting at 7.5. I wouldn't be surprised if he got there, but I'm not gonna bet it. It's out sitting at 18.5. Wouldn't be surprised if he got there either, but I'm not gonna bet it. He's hit 18 outs in every last one of his games, except for one, 2. He went to 7 innings, but more on Wineski. I think the value could be on Wineski here and his outs. You get it at a -110, so I'm really ultra interested in his outs here. Okay, so I don't want to touch his Ks, even though Minnesota will strike out. You know, so I can see you going to his strikeout prop, but I'm more interested in Weneski's outs. Sitting at a 15.5 on DraftKings. Let's see where they have his outs at. All right, his outs sitting at a 15.5 at minus 110. I got it's a lean. It's a strong lean. It's a strong lean towards the over. Ouch for me. I probably want to take the over here, but it's a lean. All right, he's hit this number 3 of his last 5 games. I mean three. He's 3 for 7 to this number. So his outs are in play for me, if you ask me. All right. As far as the side in this one here, I don't know. I'm really undecided. Cubs on the road. I don't know. Maybe take a look at the Cubs, but I'm gonna just leave it there. Don't even trust the side in this one. Maybe the under. The under is trending hard here, so maybe the under in this one or under first 5. That might be a better look for me. All right, under here. All right. So there you have that. Okay. Atlanta Braves at Toronto Blue Jays here. We have an over under of 9 in this spot here. We got Elder on the mound. Toronto Blue Jays, they rolling out Barrios. This should be a good one here. All right. I do think that Toronto could probably put some bats on Elder here, and the Atlanta Braves, they got blanked yesterday. I ain't too much like that. I've been backing Atlanta Braves pretty much all season long, so I got a little bit of Atlanta Braves money in my pocket, but as far as the side of this one, it's a possibility I can lean towards Toronto in this spot, but a little bit more than that, I'll probably just be looking at some bats here. Bryce Elder, he has been okay. And then you're looking at Barrios. Where you want to target Barrios at is left-hand batters. So Matt Olson, I think you could luck him. He's going to be one of my home run candidates here, okay? He's going to be a home run candidate for me. Matt Olson here. I think you can go to Matt Olson for sure, at least for total bases or anything like that. Another guy who hits lefties well is going to be Ronald Acuna. So those are the 2 guys that I look for when it comes to lefties. Okay, but it's a possibility that I don't really want to pick a side in this one here, but I'm gonna stay off the side. I was gonna say Atlanta or nothing for me, but no, I'm gonna just stay off the side. I like Olsen in this spot to, from a hit all the way up to a home run. Okay, and then Vlad, all the rest of those guys on Toronto, those guys are definitely in play. Okay, they definitely in play, without a doubt. New York Mets at Washington Nationals here. We got Lukeski on the mound. We got Williams on the mound here. We got an over under 9 in the spot. Right off the back, let's see. Let me see. The Mets. And the Nationals. Nationals have been pesky, man. They pesky as hell. I don't really want to back, I don't really want to back Lukeski, man. To tell you the truth, I don't want to back Lukeski. His strikeout prop is sitting very low at 3.5. Of course, this Washington team, they don't strike out much. His outs line sitting at 15.5. It's projected. We don't have an outs line out right now, but it's projected at 15.5. The walks at 1.5. That's something that I could be interested in, but I'm not going to bet it. And then the earned runs, his earned runs sitting at 2.5, which I could see him getting there, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. On the other hand, Trevor Williams, his outs. I don't know when these anemic New York Mets bats gonna pop out, but he's given up 4 runs in 5 of his last 7 starts there. His outs line is sitting at 15.5. Couldn't talk you off his outs line. If these Mets bats are anemic here, I do expect runs to be put up in this one here, so I couldn't talk you off the over in this game. So that's one thing that you can look at there. I've been looking at for bats wise. I've been looking at Nemo. He's been doing okay for me. I couldn't talk you off Brandon Nemo. He'd probably be one of my top bats in this spot here. And then another bat that I was really looking at that was really pretty grading out a little bit better for me. If he gets the leadoff spot, you can look at Alex Carr. He's somebody that you can look at too. And then Pete Alonso is always in play, you know what I'm saying, for a home run or something like that. All right. So I expect runs to be put up in this one here. I couldn't talk you off the over, but that's all I'm looking at. I'm not looking at too much in this game here, okay? Not looking at too much in this game. Texas Rangers at Oakland Athletics. We got an over under 9 in the spot. We got Gray on the mound. We got Sears on the mound. And Gray stood up for us last time. All right, I took it out for Gray. He got there. He crushed it. So I'm actually looking to go back there in this game too. Okay, it's a few bats here. It's a few bats that kind of stand out, but we'll get to it. Gray, looking at his props here, his strikeout prop is sitting at 5.5. Right now, as of on the season, Oakland striking out number one. As you can see that they number one versus they number one. What's up, Kay? I finally caught your line, man. I need help. Yeah. I like I said yesterday. I told you yesterday. I ain't too much give up on it. I just, when it's time to zig and zag. You know what I'm saying? Playoff basketball is. It is what it is. Y'all use all the intangibles that we went through for the whole year, and implement it in basketball. Like I said, a lot of matchups, a lot of people playing a lot more minutes, and you can take advantage of some unders from different, from different players and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So either way I go here, Drake, great strikeouts in that minus 142 at 5.5. I like it. You know what I'm saying? Even though, like I said. On the season here, Oakland has gotten better in a lot of different categories except for the strikeouts. You know what I'm saying? Looking at the last 2 weeks here, let's look at the last 2 weeks here versus right-hand pitching. Let's see, because first of all, they number one versus strikeouts in the league versus right-hand pitching as of now on the season, but last 2 weeks, that stuff is taking a dip there. So let's see. I think they just moving back. No, strikeouts have been there. They've been hitting better versus right-hand pitching last 2 weeks. So Oakland, last 2 weeks, they still number one in strikeouts. You know what I'm saying? They still number one in strikeouts. But as far as their WRC plus and averages and things like that nature, yeah, just tap in with me every day, Joe. Just tap in every day with me. You'll get there. But like I say, the numbers, everything's stacking up for him. Baseball, you got to scatter your shots. You need to be on DraftKings. You need to be on FanDuel. You need to be a yada, yada, yada. All right. John Gray, his outs is at 18.5 at plus 135. If this was 17.5, I'd be all over it, to tell you the truth. And then speaking of these Rangers, they let me down yesterday. That was probably one of my top plays yesterday. Rangers at minus 1.5. They gave that game up. In an attempt, they went up 2, and then they gave it up, man. They gave it up. So they hurt me yesterday. All right. So either way it go, I got a strong lean towards the over strikeouts for Gray. I couldn't talk you off of that. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't talk you off of that. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. Let me see. Joe Ryan. So if you want to get to Joe Ryan strikeouts, this is 7.5 on the books. You got 6.5 on PrizePicks there. Let's see. Gray, solid 6 there on the books. You'll get it at a 5.5. So I couldn't talk you off of that. If I'm probably gonna play it on PrizePicks and do a parlay on PrizePicks, but and then as far as the side in this one here, it's gonna be Texas Rangers or nothing. You know what I'm saying? But that line is pretty fishy. We got Sears on the other side here. Sears, let me get to Sears numbers here. His strikeouts sitting in the 5.5. He got 11 strikeouts versus this Texas team. All right, I don't know if he could have been an outlier, whatever the case may be, but it's out sitting at 17.5. He's 3-7 to this number right here. The walks, I probably don't want to go to his walks, truthfully, but it's only sitting at the 1.5. Walks can be iffy. All right, walks can be iffy. The over, it could be trending here. You know what I'm saying? He's hit this number 3 out of his last 4 games, but the price got to be right for me to get to his outs. You know what I'm saying? His earned runs, he's giving up. The earned runs could be in play here, but I probably won't get there. And then because this Texas team is pretty good versus righties, I'm gonna lean towards the Texas Rangers in this spot here. And I'm gonna take them 1.5. I'll probably take them at minus 148 and probably try to just try to knock that 48 cent off there some type of way, just a little bit. So just a little bit, just maybe just a couple strikeouts and to get some of that juice down right now. I don't know what a great strikeout prop is on the books. 5.5. It'll be 6.5 in a minute. By the time this game come on, it'll be 6.5. We want to come down to about 4 strikeouts, 5 strikeouts to get you there though. A plus 100. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that I could look at. So yeah, that's something that I could look at that. Even if you want to, or you can mix in a couple strikeouts for JPCS. But if these Texas Rangers bats come out hot, they could knock him off the mound. I know they're looking for some get back. He had 10 strikeouts versus them the last time these two teams played. So, and then bats for this game here. If I got a bat that stand out, because let me see, Sears. So it looks like you want to target lefties versus both of these pitchers if you like a bat. But I ain't gonna be going to too many bats here. But and I forgot how many innings they went last night. When you look at these bullpens here, Oakland, they at the top of the totem pole. All right, they one of the worst bullpens. They at the top. They the worst bullpen in the league right now. And then they went to extra innings last night. So, these bats could be, these pitchers could be stretched. All right. That's one of the reasons why you see the outs sitting at 18.5, because the pitchers did. I mean, how many innings they go last night? 11 or whatever. So, I couldn't talk about Gray's outs. Okay. So, if he pitches well, then he might be able to get to his outs. All right. He might be able to get to his outs. All right. St. Louis Cardinals at Boston Red Sox. We had 10.5 over under in this spot. Sale. We got Sale on the mound. We got Mats on the mound. Both of these guys got some strikeout stuff, but I don't know, man. A lot of people would lean to the over in this one here. I don't know, man. Maybe Sale's gonna bring it. We all know Sale has immense K stuff here. Let's see what the strikeout prop is. Strikeouts in that 6.5. All right. He just had 10 versus Philly. This St. Louis team, supposed to be really, really good versus lefties. I don't know what they're doing this year. But hey, if anybody can get to a lefty, if it won't be the team, it could be somebody like a Goldsmith. So, Goldsmith could be on watch for a home run. Strikeouts here. Look, I couldn't talk you off the strikeouts for Sale here. Let me see. Versus left-hand pitching here. Let's see. On the season, strikeouts. Let's see. Let's see what St. Louis. They're sitting 17th right now at 22%. What about last 2 weeks? Let's look at the last 2 weeks here. See what they've been doing. How they've been faring. All right, they top 10. They number 9 in strikeouts versus left-hand pitching last 2 weeks. So, I mean, they're getting worse. I bet their numbers are down all the way around versus left-hand pitching. But don't know what Sale we're gonna see here. Don't know what Sale we're gonna see. That's my thing. Don't know what Sale we're gonna see. That's what irks me, because the earned run sitting at 2.5. We know he's giving it up. He's giving it up. But I don't know. We'll see. On the other side, Steven Matz. Here's a guy that's got K stuff. All right, he's got K stuff. Boston. I like Boston versus righties a little bit more. All right, so it's a possibility that he could probably drop a few of these bats. They don't strike out much versus righties, but you can see left-hand pitching. They right outside the top 10. So let's see. Versus lefties, they're right outside the top 10. So let's see. Okay, let's see. lefties. Last 2 weeks, no, yeah, last 2 weeks. Who was that? Boston. So St. Louis and Boston right there, they neck and neck when it comes to strikeout there. If I look at what is Matt's, let's see, what is his numbers? Matt's K numbers this season. He is sporting he is sporting a 20% K rate on the season. Sporting a 20% K rate on the season. So far, versus lefties, he's a 36% to lefties and 17.5 to righties. Okay, so you probably and I ain't looking at all the other metrics and whatever the case may be, but you probably want to target these. What was it? The lefties versus him or the righties? Which one? Let me look at my sheet over here, and I can get some bats here. Try to get some bats. I ain't gonna, I could probably find one bat for you guys. One bat. Like I say, Goldsmith versus lefties is always in play here. So that's one thing here. They're always in play. And let's see. So you really want to target lefties versus both of these pitchers. No, righties versus Mats and lefties versus Sale. Justin Turner is grading out pretty well. He's one single, 2 home runs versus Steven Matz. Paul Goldschmidt hasn't seen Sale. I can't believe that. Verdugo, he's got a decent history versus him, but so not too many bats standing out to me here. But 2 bats that I wouldn't mind getting to would be Justin Turner and Paul Goldschmidt here. I'm always like Paul Goldschmidt versus lefties. Paul Goldschmidt, Arenado, and Contreras versus lefties. They're always going to be on my radar. You know what I'm saying? They're always going to be on my radar. Okay, so those some bats for a hit all the way up to a home run. Los Angeles Angels here. I mean, I don't want to take. I don't want to take none of these guys' strikeouts to tell you the truth. Matt's looks intriguing. His strikeouts sitting at 4.5. His strikeouts look really intriguing to me, though, man. His outs prop sitting at 15.5. Going up against Boston, it's a possibility that he could probably get there at 15.5. At I think it's at plus 104. That's probably something that I could really take a look at. Matt's 15.5. He doesn't have to go 16. He doesn't have to go 6 innings. That's some value there, if you ask me. He's hit this number. He's 5-7 to this number, man. So I'm gonna keep that in mind. I think I might want to get to that. So I'm gonna slide that over there to over there. I think I might want to get to that. Los Angeles Angels at Cleveland Guardians here. I don't really want to mess with Quantrill in this spot here. I'm looking at this game. I was looking at it last night. I think it's going to be Los Angeles Angels or nothing for me in this spot here. All right. Let me see what I got in my player pool as far as some bats here from this side, from this game here. Cleveland is due for an offensive explosion, but I can't bet on it right here. So who the Angels and Cleveland Guardians. Mike Trout, of course. I don't really like to talk about the obvious, but he's in an okay spot just because of who he is. Anthony Rendon, if you think he's still hot from yesterday, I think he had 3 or 4 hits. I don't know, man. Otani. Where are we targeting? I was all over Josh Bell yesterday, but he didn't get there for me. Reed Detmers. You really want lefties or switches versus Reed, but we'll see. We'll see, man. I give the bats lean towards Cleveland in this spot. Not a lot of bats that's really standing out to me. You know, you got your Trouts. You know, you got your your regular guys. I don't want to give those guys out. I was just looking at something else. All right, some other bats that I don't really want to give out none because it just don't nothing really stands out to me. But I do like Los Angeles Angels to win this game. But I'm not gonna bet it. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna bet it. You know. Pittsburgh Pirates at Baltimore Orioles here. We got an over under of 8.5 in the spot, and we have Rosie Contreras and Tyler Wells on the mound here. Last two games, Rosie Contreras hasn't been looking like he hasn't been looking all that good. As far he was on the streak right here, as you can see, with his strikeout 6, 8, and 5. He hit his numbers. But his line sitting at 4.5 right now, going up against the Baltimore team. 23 and strikeout at 21% right there. I don't know if I'll get there. All right. This Baltimore team, they like to put up runs. They will try to outscore you because Baltimore, their pitching staff is not good. Rosie Contreras outs is sitting at 16.5. If you think he can hit his strikeout props, I think then he can get it over his out. So that's something that you can look at 16.5. Projected for 16.5. So I don't think we have a prop out on DraftKings for his outs right here. So I don't think we have one, and we don't. We just have it. They just have it projected for 16.5. So I'll be monitoring that. If I can get his outs at 16.5, I'll probably jump on it. The walks have been a concern here for him at 1.5 at a minus 167. He's hit this in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games in a row. You can get this at 1.5 at minus 167. You guys can see the numbers right there. He's been hitting it. So if you want to get there, be my guest. I think there's a good possibility that he can get the walks there. All right. Baltimore is, a team that draws a lot of walks here. They fifth in the league at a 10.1% at drawing walks versus right-hand batting. I have some interest there in his walks, okay? Tyler Wells on the earned runs. I don't know about the earned runs. Like I say, 2.5 is not out of the realm of possibility for the simple fact that the Baltimore, they got to outscore you. All right. They got to outscore you. All right. They have to. So his outs could be in play here. I mean, his earned runs could be in play too. Now, keep in mind, a lot of people that play, I keep telling you guys this, a lot of people play a FanDuel. You don't get a lot of these props on FanDuel. You know what I'm saying? So you got to scatter your shots. You know what I'm saying? Got to. All right, so Pittsburgh Pirates. I went to Jackson Winsky yesterday, and he got there for me. A few bats that you could probably look at. Well, guys like Tyler Wells, you could probably not Tyler Wells. Who was that? Rosie Contreras. Let me see. Sawinski, his right is really good. Okay, so if you want to get to him, I couldn't talk you off of it. I'm probably going to go to him from a hit or to a home run or something like that. Him, maybe Brian Reynolds, because these two guys are the best guys they have versus righties. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Those are some bats that I was looking at, though. I didn't really look at. I really like to target Baltimore bats versus left-hand pitching. Okay, but Tyler Wells, I just don't know what to think about, whatever the case may be, when it comes to him. As far as his K's, like sitting at 5.5, he's only. I don't want to go there. This Pittsburgh offense, they were hot, but they could. It's possibly they could have cooled down. If I'm looking at Tyler Wells, I'm probably looking at his outs. It's a possibility that Tyler Wells can get there with his outs, but that's what one place I would look at him at. Not his walks or nothing like that. Earned runs, I don't know. I probably wouldn't look at his earned runs either. It's just the walks prop from nothing for me. I mean, the outs prop or nothing for me, but I'm still iffy. He's been pretty solid, as far as staying in the game. So hey, 17 and a half. That's where it's projected at. We don't have a line for it right now, so I can't do nothing but wait on it. I can't do nothing but wait on it. Kansas City Royals at Milwaukee Brewers here. We got an over under a 9 on the spot. Zach Greinke on the road. Hauser on, Hauser on the mound here. Zach Greinke on the road is a different thing here. I don't like to back him on the road. Probably not going to back him on the road. So it's probably going to be Milwaukee or nothing for me in this spot. All right. Zach Greinke is looking at the strikeout prop sitting at 3.5. His last 4 games, he haven't even hit 4 strikeouts. There, he's only 3 of 8 to this number on the season. So I cannot look at him for strikeouts. I can't do that. Outs, on the other hand, sitting at 15.5 at a minus 135. He's been flirting with this number. He's 4 of 8 to this number on the season. So I couldn't talk you off of that. But like I said, his home road splits are a little bit different. He on the road, he's a different animal on the road. So his walks here, don't want to target him for that. He can give up some hits. He's 5.5. His hit prop is sitting at 5.5. He's hit this in every game except for 2, and his earned runs prop sitting at 2.5. He's hit this in every game except for 3. All right. Bats for this side here. It's probably going. What's that? Milwaukee Brewers and Kansas City Royals here. Kansas City. Then Kansas City Royals. Kansas City Royals. Another team that's getting better. As the season progresses. So if you're targeting any bats for Adrian Hauser, let me see, Zach Greinke. These guys have been okay. All right, they've been okay. So if targeting a bat, if you're looking at a home run prop, I would probably look at somebody like one of these. I would probably look at Rowdy Tellez. All right. 0.905 OPS versus righties. And like I said, Greinke, he's not the greatest on the road there. So if you want to target a home run prop, I would probably look at Rowdy Tellez in this spot here. All right. And it would probably be Milwaukee Brewers or nothing for me in this spot. Adrian Hauser, I don't really back him like that. He is probably, let me see. Oh, this is his second game here. Okay. This is his second game. Here. So I didn't even look at too much into Adrian Hauser, but I still like Milwaukee, but I don't know if I'm gonna bet on him, to tell you the truth. I lean towards Milwaukee in this spot. San Diego versus LA Dodgers here. We got Urias on the mound. We got we got Urias on the mound, and we have Musgrove on the mound here. And these Dodgers, they minus 154 favorites here. Looking at Urias here, he this K prop is at 4.5. San Diego, they will strike out versus righties, but they've been better versus lefties here in the strikeout department here. He hasn't faced. He faced this team. This is the last start he had. He faced this team. And he had 3 strikeouts. Okay, so that's just a testament right now. Their K percentage is at 21%. So 21, and they rank 21 first in the league in striking out versus left-hand pitching. So that kind of sums it up for you right there. That's a big part of why he only had 3 strikeouts that game. Earned runs for him. He only gave up 2 earned runs, so that wasn't so bad. The outs looking, he almost got those outs there. I don't know if I want to get to his outs prop. I don't know, but he's been hitting it though. He's 4.8 to this number. He's 50% to that number on the season. You know what I'm saying? You'll get it at a minus 110 if you think he can stick around. But I don't know if I really want to get to that outs number. What's that? The Dodgers and the Padres. I don't know if I want to get to that outs number here. I want to see something right here with these bats real fast. My guys, let's see something. So, Okay, so yeah, so I probably won't be messing with none of these picture props here for Urias. I especially won't be messing with his K prop, But anything else you guys want to get to, I couldn't talk you off of it. I still couldn't talk you off that 5.5, but I just don't want to get there. I don't. Musgrove, all right. He's only pitched 3 games this season. He did pitch versus the Dodgers. His strikeout prop is in there 5.5. So it's kind of weary of how they want to do this. This will be his 4th matchup here. His out sitting at 16.5. And like I said, it's just only his 4th pitching matchup of the season. I don't know when they would, when they're going to decide to let him go, whatever the case may be. His earned runs, he's given up 7 earned runs versus San Francisco. He gave up 3 earned runs versus Arizona. But, you know what I'm saying, he hasn't went over that 15.5 outs. This might be the day. This might be 16.5. I'm sorry. This might be the day. You never know. I probably have to read up on it and see if the coaches say they're going to let him go or whatever the case may be. Walks. This Dodgers team, they can be pesky. They can be patient. If you want a parlay piece and take the over 1.5 walks for him, he walked Dodgers 3 times last time we seen him. You can see it's at a -218, a hefty parlay piece. It's going to be at 2.5 in a minute. So if you want to get to his walks, I couldn't talk you off of that. You can see right here, Los Angeles Dodgers on the season #1 at walking versus right-hand pitching. So that's one thing that you can look at there. Bats, versus let's see. Bats here. Bats. Musgrove. As of right now, you really want to target righties versus Musgrove. That's where he's been who's been doing the damage versus him. And versus I think Urias has been pretty much okay. So I don't know. Urias has a big sample size for this team is batting 233 versus him. Bats I like here is going to be the right-handers. Okay, the right-handers here for these Dodgers here. I mean Mookie, he's 5 for 14 versus Musgrove. Will Smith is 4 for 15 versus Musgrove. And then JD Martinez, he's in a really good spot here. So, stacking up those right-hand batters, I couldn't talk you off of that. Chris Taylor, we need to see what the line is going to be like. He's 5 for 21 versus him. So I'm starting to, I'm starting to like the Dodgers here. Top home run candidate of the day or this game is going to be Manny Machado. He's 12 for 28 with 4 home runs and 7 singles and a double. So they have that. There's some guys in this lineup that got a lot of history and some good numbers versus these handedness. You know what I'm saying? So I really like Machado in this spot. I really like Machado in this spot. I really do. You know what I'm saying? So they have that. All right. So at the end of the day, putting those righties on Musgrove here. Musgrove got to fight him out. If I had to take it, I haven't been back in the Dodgers all year. Thank God I've been dodging a lot of bullets, but as of right now, it's probably going to be Dodgers and nothing for me in this spot. Top home run candidate for that game is probably going to be Machado, but I like the right-hand bats for Los Angeles Dodgers there in this spot. Houston Astros at Chicago White Sox. You got Bleack on the mound, and we got Cease on the mound. We got an over-under 8.5 in this spot. Chicago White Sox at home on the season. The beginning of the season, this Astro team was striking out versus right-hand pitching a lot. You know what I'm saying? But they've patched that up. Right now, they're sitting at they're sitting right outside the top 10 at 13 at a 23.5% K rating to his righties. That's on the season. 13%. 13th place. Last 2 weeks. Let's see where they've been in the last 2 weeks versus right-hand pitching. Houston, they moved up a couple spots. They right outside the top 10 at 11. All right. You couple that with the fact that somebody like, Cease, Cease. Let's take a look at some of the Cease numbers. Cease, work the count on Cease. All right, if they can work the count on Cease, his ass, man, he might implode. But it's K numbers down right now, man. 20% right now. No, I'm sorry, that was the other guy. His K percentage is at where? Where's Dylan Cease numbers at? Okay, there you go. 25.9%. So it's still okay. If he can keep the count down, I can see him still mowing some of these guys down. All right. So what we're looking at here is let me see. Let me check the splits real fast. Let me check some of these lefty righty splits real fast. So almost nearly identical. I mean, 23, 24%, 29% to righties. It don't matter. We do know he has that stuff. We do know he has that stuff. All right, that's one thing I can't deny. All right, he does have that stuff. I've taken him, this season. His strikeout prop is sitting at 6.5 right now, and it's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He hasn't hit this in 6 games. Like I said, it's any game. He had the first game of the season. He hit him for 10 Ks. Okay, you can see that right here. All right, he hit him for 10 Ks the first game of the season. Come back with an 8 Ks versus San Francisco. He hasn't went over 6 Ks since. All right, but it ceased, and I know he got that stuff. So we all know he got that stuff. His leash will be a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying? Maybe depending on how these bats fair versus him. His outs prop is projected at 15.5 right now. If his outs prop come out at 15.5, I'm taking it, but it's projected right now. So we don't have an outs prop for him right now. But if it does come out at 15.5, I don't care if it's a parlay piece, I'm taking it. All right. But yeah, so I don't know, man. I mean, maybe tease his strikeout prop down. You know what I'm saying? Because you can see, the numbers right here. He's been not hitting it. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I couldn't talk you off of it. Tell you the truth, I could not. But I don't think I want to get there. But we know it. We know he's got that upside. Like I said, beginning of the season, and you can see Houston, they have been striking out versus righty in the beginning of the season. There it is right there. He got the ass for 10 Ks, but can he hit this? Would I take the under? No. I'm gonna leave it like that. I wouldn't take the under. Alter it, and be my guest. And like I said, if his outs come out at 15.5, oh yeah, sign me up. But I don't think his outs coming out at 15.5. It might come out at 16.5. The walks for him has been up and down. I wouldn't take it. His hits, it's a possibility, especially as of late. He's 4 or 5 to this number out of his last 5. And then the earned runs. That's 2.5 right there. That's where the problem's been coming in at. Last 4 games, he's given up 3 earned runs in 4 games straight. All right, last 4 games. I'm undecided on this one. I give the pitcher lean towards Houston for sure. I mean, towards the White Sox for sure. But I'm undecided in this game. All right, I'm undecided in this game, but I do give the pitcher lean towards the White Sox. Any bats that I want to look at here? Let me go over here to my player pool, my fantasy player pool right here. Any bats that I want to look at here? Let me type it in real fast. Let's see. Who was that? The White Sox and Houston Astros. I'll tell you, if anything is grading out well for me, because my fantasy lineups, I just generate them. So of course you got guys like Jordan Alvarez, Tucker, those guys, they're good for real. All right. These guys are home run candidates each and every day. You know what I'm saying? But out of those 2 guys, because those are the top 2 bats, out of those 2 guys, I probably would look at Tucker. If I had to take a bet, I probably would take Tucker today. Jordan Alvarez went yard yesterday. Both of these guys are home run candidates, and many more guys are home run candidates on this team. Bregman, he's a guy that hits righties well, but I probably don't want to go there. I'm probably tempering my expectations for batters in this game. I probably temper my expectations for batters in this game. You got somebody like Cease on the mound. So I'm undecided. I'm undecided here in this game. San Francisco Giants at Arizona Diamondbacks here. We got over under 7.5. We got DeSclafani on the mound. We got Zach Gallen on the mound. Zach Gallen has been wonderful. You guys can see him on behind me right there. That's Zach Gallen. I've been eating really good off Zach Gallen. He's been a monster. Okay, so his strikeout prop is sitting at let's see. 6.5 at -140. Okay. As you can see, he's hit this in every game except for 2. I like it. I'm going to it anywhere I go. Now, he hasn't pitched versus this San Francisco team. That's one thing. If you want to take him up, you can see. If you want to ladder him up to 8, 9, 10. So he's got double-digit strikeouts in 3 of his games. Now, this San Francisco team has been tricky, man. They've been tricky. They've messed up some money for me. All right. They have. They've messed up some money for me. So on the season right now, they strikeout percentage right now on the season. Like I said, they 6 right now at a 24.7% K rate towards righties right now. Last 14 days. They all the way up here at 14th now. Okay, so they're doing a little bit better as of late. All right, so they're 14 right now. All right, I don't know. I don't want to. What's the sample size look like there? What's the sample size look like there? 372 at bats. That's really, really good there. Last week, what they've been doing last week, San Francisco. So they down here near the bottom at 25th. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta look, you know what I'm saying? The same, sometimes, we got a lot of games where they get better and better throughout the season. All right. They get better and better throughout the teams. I'm not talking about San Francisco in general. I'm just talking about teams get better and better throughout the season. All right. So they're getting better. All right. That's all I can say. You know what I'm saying? But it's Gallen. I got Gallen money in my pocket. On the books, right? On FanDuel, you get an 8. The strikeout props in at 8. Give me the over. Let me see. Do we got a 7.5 on PrizePicks? A solid 7. That's a 7.5. Give me this 7.5 strikeouts for Gallen here. And like I said, they are getting better. I was going to look at the team total here for the Giants here at 3.5. Team total at 3.5. Okay, 3.5. All right, it's favored to the under. I really, really want to take that 3.5. All right, I want to take that 3.5. Earn runs for him. As of late, he's been crushing us. As of late, the first 2 games were kind of rocky for him. Versus the Dodgers, San Diego, he gave up 5 or 4 runs, but even everything after that, since then he's only given it up once in 5 games. So it is what it is. There, his outs are sitting at 17.5 in the parlay piece. I've already taken his outs last night. So yeah, at a parlay piece at 17.5. Yes, please. Walks, I probably won't go there for no walks or nothing like that. For sure. Hits allowed 4.5. Hits allowed 4.5. Couldn't, if he's gonna be out there, they could probably pinch off some hits from him, but I wouldn't go there. Tell you the truth, I wouldn't. So as far as the side in this one here, I don't know. It's probably gonna end up being I didn't even talk about this DeSclafani. As far as the side in this one here, right hand pitching. These Arizona at home, right? Yeah, Arizona at home is a thing. Okay, Arizona at home is a thing when it comes to right hand pitching. Okay, they are different. They're pretty good at batting versus right hand. At home. Okay, versus right hand pitching. I get you guys some bats right here that I wouldn't mind here. I know Walker He's going to be one of my top guys there. Let's see. I'm going to see Arizona and what is that? The Giants. Okay, let me filter that just to these two teams here. The Giants. So So you're gonna want Christian Walker versus lefties. My bad. I'm sorry. Bats here. Corbin Carroll numbers stand out pretty good, but I'm not gonna force anything. Okay, I'm not gonna force anything. I ain't gonna force nothing. I ain't gonna give out a bat in that one. I'm not gonna give out a bat in that one. I can't give out nothing that I nothing that stands out don't stand out to me, and I'm not gonna put my money on. All right, but for sure, 6.5 strikeouts for Anthony for Gallen and the outs for Gallen. All right, so let me show you guys something. If you go to Caesars Sportsbook, everybody knows this shit already. But let me just in case I got some people on Facebook looking or whatever. Illinois, Chi-Town, you already know the deal. But yeah, I'm on Caesars right here. It's a lot of different books, man. FanDuel don't have a lot of selections, man. You know what I'm saying? FanDuel don't have a lot of selections here. And like I said, Caesars, they do let you do those long ass parlays, okay? And you guys know, I go to Caesars all the time for my same game parlay. And when I do that same game parlay, with the strikeouts and the outs. So same game parlay. 17.5 outs for Gallen and 6.5 strikeouts for Gallen. You get that at a plus 115. All right. You get that at a plus 115. All right. Now, be weary. I ain't gonna say be weary, but I did show you guys the numbers. The San Francisco team, they're getting better and better versus righties. Okay, and like I said, on Caesars here, you can do them long ass parlays and string them up. But this is the only book that lets you put outs in the same game parlays. Okay, this is the only book. And then most important, is an important prop here is these hits, runs, and RBIs. Okay, this is on DraftKings. Okay, you can get it on PrizePicks as well. Look, hits, runs, and RBIs. This is so. You got people that's busy on the bases. You know what I'm saying? And you got somebody. You think they're gonna hit a home run? You got a home run hunch. Take them for hits, runs, and RBIs, man. Just take them for hits, runs, and RBIs. The line is always set at 1.5. And hits, runs, and RBIs. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, what can I say? You got like Acuna guys that that get on bases and stuff like that, busy on base. You know what I'm saying? You got, like I said, home run hunches for them. This is a wonderful prop here. Hits, runs, and RBIs. I can't stress it enough. And then they've been calming down with the stolen bases, but stolen bases, you get stolen bases for like more than home run props. You know what I'm saying? One stolen base for Rosarina at plus 400. And Wander Franco plus 450. You know what I'm saying? Badu plus 500. Where's the kid at? Javi Baez plus 650 for a stolen base. Of course, they got to get it, but These are the difference between FanDuel and the rest of these. FanDuel has them, but they come out when after the game goes live. You can take these props here, pre-flop. All right, so many options. FanDuel is probably my second or third lowest book when it comes to baseball here. But I ain't getting off topic. But hey, Philadelphia Phillies at Colorado Rockies here. We got an over under 11.5 in this one here. So another thing here, you got to have a lineup page. You guys know this. You should know this. If you don't know this, you got to have a lineup page. Okay. Let's see. Baseball. Baseball. Okay, so you gotta have a lineup page because you want to know who's in and out. Everything in yellow right here that you see are confirmed lineups. That's who's in. Then you got a little weather here and there. You know what I'm saying? New York Yankees, little rain, winds left to right. You gotta know what your weather is when you're messing with these pitchers. Okay, so I want to come down here. So we don't have any confirmed lineups for this game here, for this Colorado game here. Now, if you don't know about this Colorado, then we got rain. Then you got winds blowing in from right field, 9 to 10 miles an hour. Philadelphia Phillies, 6.3 projected run total. Colorado, 5.2 projected run total. If you don't know about Coors Field, come on now, where you been? You know what I'm saying? If you don't know about Coors Field. Last but not least here, let me take Kevin Raw. My meteorologist should be everybody's meteorologist. Let's check him, see what he says about the weather before I get up out of here. So I can say I left everything on the table for you guys. Let's see. Does he have a link out? Let's see. Let's check this link right here just to see what they got out today. This is for so Tampa Bay Rays at New York Yankees here. Any showers should stay light enough to play through. All right, showers should start. You want to know about this rain, especially for pitchers, okay? Because pitchers will go out there for 3 innings, they ain't coming back in after no break. So Seattle at Detroit, green, yellow. A repeat of New York of New York forecast. It's not quite no rain, but it's close enough for our purposes, okay? Chicago Cubs at Minnesota. All right, heavy rains holds just west, allowing us to play without issues. Strong winds at 15 to 20 miles per hour blowing in from center-ish. So he said, a bump to pitchers. Of course, winds coming in makes it harder for the ball to go out. All right, bump to the pitchers here. New York Mets at Washington. A late start at least looks quite likely with light, moderate, steady rain. Falling pregame and at first pitch. Things should gradually taper off through the evening, but we won't be fully dry until 7 or 8 p.m. They can basically either turn it into a night game or postpone it. We'll see what happens and we'll see what they choose. There is absolutely no reason they wouldn't tell us that well ahead of the first pitch with any early postpone if they go that route. And if they do hit us with a first pitch postpone, they are insolent fools. Yeah, so you got to watch the weather on that one. All right, yellow orange for Pittsburgh and Baltimore. Same forecast as the Washington game. All right, so if you want to look, just look at that. San Diego Padres at Los Angeles Dodgers. Winds out to center field at 10 to 15 miles an hour. And Philly and Colorado. There's some rain around. I don't think I do anything about it lineup-wise, but there's some scattered showers. All right, so I wouldn't take a picture in Philadelphia and Colorado either way it go. All right, so, there you guys have that. Like I said, for this last game on the docket here, what do you want me to say? It's Coors Field, man. If you don't know about Coors Field, then the Coors Field produces the most runs, and they produce big time home runs, man. So hey, let me see if I can pull some bats out for my fantasy lineup here. Let's see. My fantasy player pool here. Let's see. Who is that? The Phillies and Colorado here. Phillies and Colorado, Rockies. We got who's on the mound? Feldner and Suarez. Okay. Now you know you got your usual suspects with guys like Harper and guys like Chris Bryant and stuff like that. Those guys are in play. Grichuk, man, you can look at Grichuk. Grichuk's been on fire here. So, but we gotta see if these guys are in the lineup. All right, Grichuk. Let's see. Let's go here to some bats here. You know what? Let's go to the trending page here. Okay. Let's just filter it to hits. Let's just filter it to hits. Okay. Boom. Last 10 here. Last five games. It's a lot of people with good hit rates last 5 games. Let me just go to this specific game here. And I'm sorry, guys. The line at 1.5. Let's bring this line down to just a hit. And yeah, he's on a 1, 2, 3. He's on a 10-game hit streak here. He's been on one. He's been on one. This park here, anybody can get it though, man. Anybody can get it. Harper's been on one. Let me just go to full-time trends here. All right. So hits, I want to look at hits, runs, and RBIs. Okay. Let's look at hits, runs, and RBIs because this is a really good one here that I'm trying to get you guys to be on. So last 10 games here. Last 10 games. Let's go last 5 games. Hits, runs, and RBIs. Grichuk, he's 100% to this number. It's sitting at 1.5. You can get that at a minus 160. That means he got a hit, run, or an RBI. I mean, self-explanatory. These guys are 100% to this number the last 5 games. Alvarez, DeYoung, Perez, Newbar, Meneses, Hayes, Arenado, and then these guys that are 40% to that number, they're coming right behind them. This is the 40% crew here. If you want to go to last 10, who's been really, really, really hot, Grichuk again. Jonah Heim, he's 100% to this number. Last 10 games. DeYoung, Rizzo been on one. He been on one. Rizzo's been on one. Matt Seaman, last 20 games. Yoshida been killing it last 20 games. So, these guys have been busy on the bases. You know what I'm saying? This year, Morel, he's only played 1 or 2 games. Grichuk, he's played 10 games. Since he's been playing this year, he's been on fire. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. All right. That's what this tool helps you simplify your research. You know what I'm saying? They sponsor me. I do have a promo code for this. You can get 25% off your first month's purchase. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you can go to hits, home runs, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Last 5 games. Hunter Renfroe, Mookie Betts, 3 home runs in the last 5 games. So these guys here have been pretty hot. Last 5 games there. Last 10 games. You got some guys that are 40%, 4 home runs in the last 10 games. Mookie Betts. I like Mookie Betts tonight. You know what I'm saying? So, I guess you can even look versus opponent. Morel, these guys got home runs versus the opponents. Yada yada yada. What else are we looking at? One of my go-to hits, and then I look at of course I look at strikeouts and strikeout rates. Of course, last 5 games. Reed Detmers 4.5. He's 100% to this number. Last 5 games. He's on a 7-game streak of 4.5 Ks. 2023, he's hit this number in every game. No, Bryce Miller, Detmers, and Hauser. 2-game streak for Miller, 7-game for Detmers. But you also got to take matchups into consideration. A lot. Only ones that I really, really look at, to tell you the truth, outs, strikeouts, outs, one hit, That's not how I determine who I pick for a hit. Now, I do a little bit more research, but this is how I mean, this just to see who's hot, or not. That's just, it keeps me it keeps me it keeps me it's faster for me doing it this way to see who's hot. But yeah, I probably look towards a team total over for Philadelphia Phillies here, maybe, or probably just take a home run like a Bryce Harper or something, and hope he gets there. All right, that was it. That was it. There I go, guys. Wasn't it? Let me see. More MLB. I think that was it, man. I just wanted to go live today. Of course, I'll be right back to my regular scheduled program. Just posted it on YouTube. Like 10 to 15-minute videos. But need to narrow it down to just giving out straight picks. But I'm doing a better job of that. Good luck today, guys. I got a couple picks I got to put in, but nothing spectacular. Good luck today, guys. It's just because it's a lot of games don't mean you got to have a lot of action. All right, we got baseball every day. Man. Don't be out there fucking up your bankroll and stuff like that, especially with them parlays and shit. Got to do some straights, man. Got to lay the juice sometimes, but it is what it is, guys. With that being said, good luck. Peace.